Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Stock Farm playing field, the venue here for the DFA's Nations Cup semi-finals between Promex Harlem United and Surgical Southeast. We are at a new venue today. Normally we will be at the Windsor Park, but the Windsor Park closed for maintenance as they're preparing for the World Cup qualifiers next month. And we are at the newest venue for football, the Stock Farm playing field, the site here of the FIFA Goal 2 project. And that field has been rehabilitated recently and it looks spick and span ready for action here this afternoon. I'm joined once again as usual by Ali and Christopher, and we're going to bring you live commentary here of the DFA semi-finals between Promex Harlem United and Surgical Southeast. It's a lovely sunny day here at the Stock Farm playing field, and we want to welcome all of the viewers here to Vivian TV. We're live on Facebook, on YouTube, and we're also live on Flu. I want to say good afternoon to everyone. Good afternoon once again, Alian.
Yes, good afternoon to you, Gavin. Good afternoon to all the listeners and the viewers who will be viewing this semi-final between Harlem United and the Surgical Southeast. Of course, Gavin, I can tell you we should be in for a treat there this afternoon. Nothing less than excellence. We are here with the reigning champions of the Recovery Cup, the Harlem team, coming up against the Surgical Southeast. And of course, we should expect excellence this afternoon here, nothing short of that. So we know we're just going to wait until the teams are on the outside. So, Gavin?
Yes, so in the meantime, we will give you the starting lineups for both teams. I will start with the Surgical Southeast team, the reigning league champions. And starting, we have Malian Phillip, Kimon Coffey, Chad Phillip, Ted George, Scotty Phillip, Sidney Lockhart, Davon George, Javid George, Koan Lockhart, and Dante Challenger. And we also have the reigning Footballer of the Year for 2020, the Southeast captain, Joss Prince, and he is also in the starting lineup. And Alian, you can bring us up to date with the Harlem team.
Yes, well, in goal, the usual Elwin Jean-Louis, there's Christophe Janvier, Odell Francis, Kudel Joseph, Devin Emmanuel, Idonis Samuel, Odell Laville, Jaime Maxime, Kassim Peltier, Donan Jove, and Javis Humphreys. And of course, on the substitutes bench, there is Brice John Lewis, Quinton Moise, the Jefferson Toussaint, there's the new signing, Nick Anthony, Brandel Richards, Pachenko Deginio, and Tyrese John Baptiste, and of course the assistant coach there, Kieran Charles, and the coach Don Leogirl for the Harlem Sports and Club community.
All right, so now the DFA Nations Cup semi-finals about to get underway. The two teams making their way onto the pitch. Harlem in their traditional white and black uniforms, the Southeast in their orange and black uniforms. The man in charge this afternoon will be Travis Del Sol, our lone FIFA official, lone FIFA referee, and we also have Ryan Nanton and Sean McDonald as his assistants. And of course, we already have quite an appreciative crowd here at the Stock Farm playing field, and of course the COVID-19 protocols in effect here at the Stock Farm playing field, and they're being very strict with it. You can also probably hear in the background some of the fans there who are... Okay, so we have the COVID-19 protocols in place, and everything seems to be okay here at the Stock Farm playing field. So the two captains at the field, mid-pitch. We have Kassim Peltier, the number 9 for Harlem, and Joss Prince. And they're having a brief discussion there with the referee. We just had the coin toss. And it looks like the Southeast team will be attacking the Stock Farm prison end. And the Harlem team will be attacking, well, where would we call it, Alian? Would it be Yampis, the Yampis end, is it? Or the Roseau end? we haven't quite named the ends here at the Stock Farm playing field. Like we said a short while ago, new venue. Of course, a lot of work has gone into the Stock Farm playing field over the years. And it's at the stage now, Alian, where they're just anticipating the completion of the lighting, and then we'll be able to have football here at night.
Yeah, hopefully, Gavin, at some point in this year, we will see the lighting come up, and of course, we would have the games a little bit later in the afternoon, you know.
Yes.
Because I can tell you, had it not been for the clouds here this afternoon, it would have been very hot.
Well, luckily, Alian, we're in some comfort here at the stock farm facility. We're under a very big tent. Here, thanks to our producer, Chad George, making sure that his team very comfortable here. And, well, the other spectators, they are at the mercy of the elements. But hopefully that's something that will be addressed soon by the DFA as we have kickoff underway here. Harlem in possession, and let's see what happens as this game is now underway.
Send the ball upfield as early as possible as they get the first throw for the afternoon. So, you know, if you're just joining us, welcome. As the first semi-final of the DFA Nations Cup, Harlem taking on the Southwest.
Yes, so the first semi-final tomorrow we will have Central Cooperative Credit Union, Dubla FC, and Happy Bafa State. And I think I can say that to be another interesting semi-final as Kasim Peltier attempts a long throw into the box there, and the ball cleared for now. How will Harlem respond? Harlem, of course, the reigning knockout champions, the reigning Recovery Cup champions. Here's another cross there, looking to take a shot on goal there. That was Oder Laville, and the ball goes sailing over the fence, and it will be a goal kick. The man in the middle or between the sticks, I should say, for Southeast, Dante Challenger. And I believe that's a new addition to the Southeast team. I believe he played for East Central, was it? So one of the big transfers during the transfer window there, Dante Challenger moving across to Sagicor Southeast.
Gavin, we've been having a pretty busy transfer season here in the Nature Isle of Dominica. We see Nick Anthony being transferred, and here we are, clash of the legs there, the foul infringement there will go the way of Sagicor Southeast. But just to mention, we've heard Nick Anthony transferred to Harlem, coming from the Mawusuka Strikers, you know, and we know that the Mawusuka Strikers have already been relegated from the Premier League. So the transfer market here, pretty busy one for the season.
We'll get back to Nick Anthony in a while because we have a player down, and it's the captain, Josler Prince, for Southeast. So not good news for the Southeast fans who are hearing their numbers also in orange. You know, the Southeast team, they not just Southeast, but the teams on the East Coast, they travel with their numbers. Their fans, they always come out in full force to support the Southeast team. But Josler Prince seems to be up on his feet and just making his way off the playing field right now, and possibly to receive some more attention. He seems to be walking a little bit gingerly, and that's definitely not something that the Southeast team will be happy with. Aliana, as you mentioned, Nick Anthony, that transfer from Harlem, or from Mahu to Harlem. From what I gather, he will not be able to play Premier League football with Harlem.
And you see that ball trying to come up upfield to the forwardsman, but well gobbled down by Dante Challenger. The throw now going back, and Southeast dispossessed, but the ball back in defense here with Sagicor Southeast. The Harlem United team pressuring tight. The ball given away. Now here is the Harlem team with the player bursting through, and it goes down, but the referee just points to the spot for goal kick.
Well, the first major decision, I should say, there for Travis Del Sol. A lot of contact there on that one, but he judged it to be fair, and he's given the goal kick. Not too many complaints as a result of that, as the play is now on the far side, or the near side there, towards the stands. So it's a Southeast with what appears to be the throw-in. And the ball with Sydney Lockhart. And there's a tussle there. Sydney breaks through, whips this one into the box and cleared. It'll be a corner kick for Surgical Southeast. So the Southeast team, back-to-back champions in the Premier League, and they've also been awarded the Male Player of the Year on 2 occasions. The year before it was Sydney Lockhart. Just last weekend, Jocelyn Prince picked up that award. As here comes this corner kick. There could be trouble, and saved there by Jalvi. Another save is called into action. Comes another shot there, heading across, and it's a goal! Goes in, and it's Southeast with the lead. 1-0 here at the Stock Farm playing field.
And Gavin, that's what you call a good finish. A finish there with the head. I'm not sure who's the player that goal came from, but in just a bit we will see the number on the jersey. But a good goal. Some pressure there built up from that corner, and Surgical Southeast, they are ahead in this one.
Yes, well, the corner came in. The goalkeeper, Jalwi, was forced into 2 big saves, but then the second rebound there couldn't... well, it fell, I should say. The player goes down, and referee gives a corner kick. So it goes to be a fair challenge there.
All right, Gavin, I believe the goal scorer is number 8. That's Malian Phillip. Malian Phillip, the goal scorer there, the opening the scoring for Surgical Southeast as the Harlem United team with their first corner of the afternoon. As we saw Surgical Southeast with their first corner, making it count. So what can the Harlem team pull up from their socks this afternoon here?
Well, that's a good opportunity for Harlem because they found themselves down 1-0 on a set piece. They have an opportunity now to get that equalizer. Here comes this corner from Kasim Peltier. Up go the heads, and the ball still in the box there, and he's pressured off it, and it's going to be a long ball there, looking to try to get Jocelyn Prince, and Jocelyn Prince just applying some pressure. And here comes another ball into the box, but a bit wayward pass there. And it's Harlem now with a chance to break on a counter-attack. The numbers against them, but it comes a ball looking to find Odell Laville. Malian Phillip rises to it, gets ahead to it. And Lockhart there being pressured by, looks like 17. Is it 17? Yes, number 17, that's Humphreys. Christoph, actually. And the ball given away. Here comes a sliding tackle there, but Southeast still in possession. They're leading 1-0 as Lockhart gives the ball away, and now Harlem now with a poor pass in the midfield, and it's Sydney Lockhart now with it. He's pressured, and it's going to be a throw-in. So in case you're just joining us, Surgical Southeast up 1-0. That goal coming from Malian Phillip, who capitalized there on a loose ball, headed that one there powerfully into the net, and he's giving his team the 1-0 advantage.
Gavin, that header there reminded me of an international player, you know, heading that ball there. I don't know if you know of the El Matador, Cavani. Just had to throw this one in, but a good start to the game here this afternoon between Surgical Southeast and the Harlem team. Of course, Surgical Southeast won up in the first half, and that's early days in the game. It's just 1-0. It's early days. So we still have a lot of football here this afternoon as the free kick comes in, and it's a long one, but no one able to get it, and that ball will go straight to the goalkeeper.
So Harlem on the back foot early, and they're looking to try to make amends, try to get that equalizer, get themselves back into the game. As the ball is on the far side. It's with Don and Gervais now. Passes back into the defense. And looks to set Christoph, and there's a collision there. And the referee is given a free kick. We could hear the player shouting agony there, and he's quickly grabbed his shin area. And the referee just walking across there to make sure everything's okay. The player seems to be all right. And we can hear some of the spectators just urging the player to get up, saying it wasn't that hard of a tackle.
Gavin, from the sound that we heard, I could tell you, and the blow on the shin is not a good one. But here's the shot there from Christophe Gervais, but the goalkeeper up to the task. I guess that was nothing too troublesome. But here now, Surgical Southeast on the attack. Here's a young Lockhart passing to Jocelyn, and then Jocelyn letting loose Javid, and Javid with the left-footed strike, and just going past the post, and Harlem will live to fight another day.
Well, Javid had acres of space there early on, and yeah, everything that he had enough time maybe to bring that ball under control.
Yes.
And maybe, you know, get a little closer to goal. He had the goalkeeper scrambling there, Elwin Shalwi, and thankfully for Elwin it went wide of goal, but it could have been Southeast up 2-0.
Could have been, had he just brought it down a little bit better and get a cleaner strike on the ball, you know, Jean-Louis would have been in much more problem. Harlem as well. But it's now Harlem possession. The ball comes up and it will go loose as we have Christophe Gervais on the attack there, and the ball goes out, and that's the number 5 there for the Surgical Southeast team.
Chad Phillip.
Clearing that there. Chad Phillip. Harlem in possession once more. Yes, Christophe Gervais again looks to cross that ball, but a poor cross in the end, and the ball with Devon George. Back passes for the player of the year, and now he loses it, and Harlem now in possession. As we can hear Coach Kieran Charles urging his players to go in to the box, and that's well defended there from the Surgical Southeast player, but the ball will also go to Surgical Southeast.
Yes, a good tackle there on the far side, and in the process last went off the Harlem player, and it's going to be a throw-in for Southeast. Chance for them to just slow down the game just a little bit, and to keep that lead, that 1-goal lead that they have. And the ball's won back by Harlem. Lovely swing off of the wing there, switch of play. Comes across there, and that shouldn't trouble Dante Challenger. It doesn't. And he collects that one. Long, poor free kick there. I think it's infringement for handball. And here Southeast looking to break again. And here comes across there. This one could be trouble. It sets nicely for Lockhart, who lays it off for Justin Prince. Takes a shot, gets a deflection there, which took a lot of the sting out of that one. And Jalwi able to collect. So it's Harlem now looking to push forward again, looking to find Ordell. No, it's not Ordell. It's a bit too wide there. And it will go out for a throw-in for Southeast. So in case you're just joining us and you're looking at your television screens trying to wonder where exactly is this game taking place, well, we're at the Stock Farm playing field, one of the newest venues for the Dominica Football Association. And it's a lovely afternoon here, bright and sunny. We have a few clouds, just giving some natural shade, one may say, because we know the sun can be very brutal up here at the Stock Farm playing field. But it's a nice, cool afternoon here. And you're witnessing semi-final action between Promex Harlem and Surgical Southeast. Southeast leading 1-0. There's another opportunity for Harlem. Defender looking to shadow that ball. And he's given away. This one's across there. Overhit there is Odell Laville. What can he do with it? He's looking for some support. It's well defended there by Lockhart. Finds Gervais. Gervais though with 3 defenders on him. Beats them. Looks to send that cross in there. Lovely header in the end there to break up that attack. But it's still Harlem with it. With the pressure. Here comes a shot there, and that will go harmlessly wide. It will be a goal kick.
Yes, well, so far a good start to the first half from both teams. The Surgical Southeast making it count. The first corner of the afternoon, they're up 1-0. And Harlem doing a lot of the hard work there so far, pressuring. But the ball back with the Harlem team. As we see, there's an infringement there, and the ball will go the way of Harlem Sports Club there. Gavin, you mentioned earlier of the spectators. I can see we have a packed house there at the.
Yeah, well, we have quite a bit of spectators on hand.
It's quite a bit.
Alian, and it's very good to see that the DFAs within the COVID-19 regulations and everything. Everyone, from my vantage point, we can see they have their mask on.
Well
they have
masked up, yes.
security guards there. They're not allowing people into the venue without the mask. And at the entrance, we can also see the medic there taking the temperatures and sanitizing hands. So very good to see that you know, the COVID-19 protocols in full effect here at the Stock Farm playing field, and we all do what we can to be safe from this dreaded COVID-19. It's wreaking havoc across the Caribbean, across the world, but we here in Dominica, we've been blessed. So far, we've had our fair share of cases, but the majority of them have been imported cases, and we seem to have the COVID-19 under control, for one may say. I want to say kudos to the Ministry of Health and all the other agencies, various stakeholders who've been working their butts off to keep us safe. And we also want to remind the public that you have to do your bit to help keep us safe here in Dominica. But here comes another cross there, looking to find Jocelyn Prince. It's well met there. There seems to be an appeal for handball. It's not given. And it's Harlem now with Donan Gervais. You cannot miss out Donan Gervais. He has the colorful boots. I think he has the brightest boots on the field. But here's another opportunity now for Harlem, looking to break on. It's Christophe Gervais. But Koan Lockhart up to the challenge and wins the ball back for Southeast. He finds Sydney, and the ball will go out. It will be a throw-in. So Southeast leading 1-0 here at the Stock Farm facility. So there's an infringement. There's going to be a free kick for Surgical Southeast. So just last weekend we were at the Goodwill Parish Hall, where the DFA held its annual prize giving ceremony. Dominica's top footballers, officials, coaches, they were recognized, teams recognized for their performances in 2021. We saw Jocelyn Prince being named the Male Footballer of the Year. We had Odell Laville, the Rookie of the Year. And both players are here this afternoon. Odell for Harlem, Jocelyn Prince for Southeast. We also saw Owen Oscar being named the Best Goalkeeper for 2020. Owen Oscar from Happy Bath State. The Best Defender, Euclid Bertrand. Darren Wade from Happy Bath State, the Best Midfielder. And the Best Striker, that went to Michael Gasper of We United. So really good to see that the players they are awarded for their efforts. It was a challenging year in terms of the COVID-19.
And of course, Gavin, tomorrow we'll see majority of these players in action. We have a number of them from the awards will be in action tomorrow. But close contest here this afternoon between the two teams so far. We'll see a player down just further away from us, the number 13, I believe that's Kudel Joseph, the number 13 there for, yes, it's Kudel Joseph is down. Not sure what happened there, but you know, a little bit of discomfort as the medic is out to respond. But a good start, Gavin, here this afternoon.
Good start, and a good start if you're a Southeast fan, especially you're leading 1-0. Harlem fans, of course, well, that goal came very early in the game, so there's still a lot of time to find your feet and get back into the game. But we'll have to see how Harlem responds. Of course, Alian, good things for football in 2020. While a number of sports, you know, suffered in 2020, football, you know, really making a name for itself last year. It really came with a bang. We see it resurgence of the fan support for the football games. We've also seen some improvement at the national level. We have this pilot program now underway where the members of the national team are in full-time training as they are preparing for the World Cup qualifiers. As we have Harlem with the ball there, and it will be cleared by Southeast. Back, looking to send that back, but Southeast holding a pretty good shape and are able to clear the ball. Kasim Peltier wins it back, but it's only as far as Lockhart. There's an infringement, I believe maybe for handball. And you have a ball coming into the box. Could be trouble off the crossbar there. It looked harmless, Alian, and the ball is now cleared. But the goalkeeper, Dante Challenger, is in some discomfort. He collided with the uprights.
Well, that was a surprise there to the goalkeeper. I believe he never thought that was going to trouble him, but that was a very much of a surprise cross there, Gavin, almost going into the back of the net. I believe it had some bit to do with maybe the direction of the wind, would say, almost going into the goalkeeper's net, almost catching him off guard, but Challenger colliding in the goalpost and, you know, having to do and clearing this one there.
Well, bit of excitement there. Here comes a long through. Shoves a shot and bodies in the way for Southeast. The danger averted for now. The calls to move the line forward. Here comes the ball in again. It's intercepted by Southeast, and now they're going to see if they can break. They have numbers if Sidney Lockhart can get onto it. Good pass there, looks to find Justin Prince. Goes to the side and just wide there. That could have been the second goal, and it really would have put Harlem under some serious pressure there, Alian.
Well, that's what you call you turn defense into attack so quickly. You see how quickly they broke from defense. That's a good counter attack. Sidney Lockhart letting that ball off quickly for Jocelyn Prince, but Prince only missing to hit the back of the net. And where was keeper Jean-Louis? Because it was, I believe it was more or less an empty net. And keeper Jean-Louis, no man's land.
Well, Alian, the heavens beginning to open here at the Stock Farm playing field. You can see the spectators scampering for some cover. But football continues. A good ball there. Down, looking to find number 11. Whips that cross in there. Lockhart, first touch, just let him down. And finds George, who finds Prince, looking to hold it up. He's brought down by Kasim Peltier, and the referee is awarded a free kick. So Harlem there with an opportunity, Alian. But Ode Laville's first touch just let him down just a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit. It was a pretty good cross there from Jarvis Humphreys. Gavin, if you notice, the Harlem team just before, well, during their warm-up, they were practicing crossing the ball. So Humphreys and what's his name, Odell, you know, combined together. But Odell first touch was a little bit bad, and now the ball still with Harlem, with keeper Jean-Louis now throwing it out and finds Odell Francis. Francis now finds Emmanuel, but sort of a soft pass, and now we can see Odell Francis looking to find Christophe Gervais on the far end of the playing field. Yes, Gervais now looking to get some support. He gets it there from Francis, looking to cross the ball into the net.
Well, Harlem seems to have made a little adjustment to their formation, or I should say maybe it's just Christophe Gervais and looks like number 11, Jarvis Humphreys, switching sides. Here comes the ball there across the face of goal, and up goes head, and it's a good header, good defensive header there, and it's gone out for a corner kick. We'll have to find out why Humphreys and Christophe have switched wings earlier, and I felt that Christophe was quite effective coming down on the left wing. But here comes the corner there. Goes there. Another opportunity. Ball still in play and cleared there. And there is George with it with a good hold up. He's brought down, and that definitely will be a foul and should be a card as well. The referee's gone into his pocket, and it's a yellow card.
So that's a yellow card for the number 4 for Harlem, and that's Idoni Samuel. So as we could see, you know, he brought down the player there. I believe that's Devon George brought down. So it's a yellow card for Idoni Samuel, and I believe that's the first yellow card for the afternoon. But we've seen some chances going there for Harlem, Gavin. Some missed opportunities, you know, players going after it, but not making contact or proper contact with the ball. But Southeast losing possession of the ball, kicking it out of play. So the ball will be now for the Harlem team. Here's Humphreys, just closer to the end of the spectators. Now a pass over to Emmanuel. Here's now Kasim Peltier, the skipper for the Harlem team, looking to make that pass up. Finds Odell Francis. Francis now back to Kasim Peltier, but a challenge there, 50-50 challenge if you would call it, but the ball will go out for a Harlem throw.
Yes, so in case you're just tuning in, the score is 1-0 in favor of Surgical Southeast. Surgical Southeast getting that goal there from Malian Philip. And there seems to be injury concerns there for Kasim Peltier, the captain, as the medics making their way onto the field. This is Vibian TV. We're live on Facebook, we're live on YouTube, we're live on Flow. We're dominating the airwaves here this afternoon to bring you football action. DFA's Nations Cup semi-finals, Promex Harlem United and Surgical Southeast. Tomorrow we have a big game, another big semi-final. It's Central Cooperative Credit Union Dubai FC with as many as 7 players on the men's national team, and they'll be taking on Happy Bath State in the other semi-finals. It's going to be a very, very interesting game. We have Brian Thomas back with the Dubla team following his stint in Trinidad and Tobago. We also have Erskine Williams, who's moved from the Bombers team. Appeals for handball, and is going to be a free kick for Southeast.
Well, we can see the cross is coming in, and it's looking a little bit dangerous, looking a little bit troublesome for the Southeast team. That ball now coming up long. Here's Devon George with the ball now. On the far end, there's the younger brother, the Lockhart. And as we can see, Idoni Samuel now looking to let loose Odell Laville. And Odell will go for this one, but the ball will go out for a corner kick. So Harlem with another corner kick, but this one further on the far end.
Well, the opportunity for Harlem again, another set piece opportunity. Odell Laville using his space, and the defender taking no chances, putting that one out. And it will be another set piece opportunity for Harlem. Can they equalize? Can they take advantage of that set piece? They've been doing pretty well in open play as well, so maybe a deserving goal could be on its way. Here comes the corner, up go the heads, and it's met by Southeast, but there's still trouble there. The ball in the box, appeals again, and the referee spotted an infringement. He's given a free kick for Southeast. So the Southeast defenders doing quite well, Alian.
Yeah, doing quite well. Being able to keep up, being able to, you know, come up to the challenge of the Harlem team. Those crosses coming in, Gavin, we know cross coming in, that ball coming in there from a cross can be dangerous sometimes, like we just seen. The player tried to cross that ball, but I believe maybe something to do with the wind and the goalkeeper caught by surprise. So being able to deal with crosses can be very troublesome, as we see that ball played across the field by Jocelyn Prince. So it will be Surgical Southeast still in possession. I believe the ball went out for a throw.
So it's a throw in for Surgical Southeast. And it's taken, it's Sidney Lockhart, gets past the player, whips in across. I believe that was too heavy. It's met on the far side. It's gone out for a goal kick.
So of course it's a good start to the first half here, a good start to the first semi-final of the DFA Nations Cup, as this ball being played forward. Odell Laville giving some pressure. Here's Malian Philip being able to withstand that. The defense doing well. The ball now being played. The ball number 16 for Surgical Southeast, and the ball will go out of touch. Humphreys, the last man to touch that ball. As we can see, the player for Harlem United, there, Quinton Moyes, on the side there, warming up, because we've seen a few persons taking the knock on the field so far. So it's a throw in there. Harlem United. There's Donan Javier, and possession stolen there by Devon George. Ball back with Harlem. Here's the number 12, Odell Laville, the rookie of the year. Plays the ball away to Devin Emmanuel. Looking to cross for Jarvis Humphreys, but the ball meeting the Surgical Southeast player. So we can see the Harlem United team, Gavin, doing their best, but unable to make it count when they needed to. Here's Sidney Lockett going forward and looks to find Javid George, and that's a good pass. And Javid brings it across the goal, the face of the goal, and that's well cleared there by Odell Francis. Sidney Lockett, the Surgical Southeast team, still piling on the pressure. But the ball now with Harlem United, so the Harlem have been able to cope with the pressure here.
Well, Southeast, they're doing what they've been doing for the entire game. They've been sitting back, defending, and then breaking on the counter-attack. And they've had at least 3 or 4 chances on goal from counter-attacks. And, well, luckily for Harlem, they've been able to survive. But this game could quite easily be 3 or 4-0 by now.
We've seen some clear chances.
Some
chances I've been asking, where is the goalkeeper for Harlem United?
Clear chances at Southeast with another free kick. We can see the coach or the assistant coach for Harlem, Kieran Charles, trying to rally the team.
Well,
Southeast.
Harlem Gavin are still playing with 10 men. As you can see, Kasim on the far end still being treated. So just coming to knowledge there.
Well, the problem is now will he be able to continue, as he's been out for quite a while. But here's an opportunity now for Harlem, and he's looking to find Donald Gervais, but that pass was just behind him, and it's Southeast now with it. Can they break forward, as it's just a Prince, and looks to lay off that one for George there, but the defender quite up to the challenge. And also the goalkeeper, Elwin Jalwi, was in a very good position in that sweeper position there and able to collect. There's another long ball, and that should be no problem for Dante Challenger. He gets that one as well. 1-0 to Surgical Southeast. Malian Phillip with a header in the early stages of the first half. That's the difference between the two teams so far. Both teams have had their fair share of chances. The ball with Lockhart. And Southeast quite content to play the ball in the back. And there's a long ball now looking to find George. And I believe it's Kasim Pelte back on the field. He's walking or running gingerly, but he's back on. And here's an opportunity now for Harlem. And that one will go harmlessly to the goalkeeper, Dante Challenger.
Yeah, well, Gavin, Kasim seems to be struggling a little bit after that knock. So we'll see if he can really continue for the afternoon. I know his absence would be really missed in the back, in the defense there. But the ball with Harlem. Here's Donan Gervais with the ball. Finds Odell Laville. Odell on the move now. And looks to pass Christophe Gervais, who seems to be onside. And Christophe with the shot, and it goes on to hit the side netting.
Well, a goal for the spectators, one may say, hitting that side net in there. I think he maybe could have done a lot better with that earlier, and he had some options into the box.
Yeah.
He chose for the spectacular, looking to beat the goalkeeper, Dante Challenger, at his near post. I don't think he got the memo that Dante Challenger was the goalkeeper of the year in the Division 1. But we'll continue. Here is Harlem again. The ball has gone out. It's going to be a throw-in for Surgical Southeast. As I just dropped my mobile phone there, and my heart went into my mouth. For a moment there, I thought it fell on its screen. but it didn't.
Well, as we see an injury there, a player down, Harlem United player, that's Jarvis Humphrey, receiving some treatment there from the medics there for the Harlem team. The physio, that's Kimani Warner, always a busy man when the Harlem team is playing. So we're still 1-0, 1-0 to the Surgical Southeast. The goal coming from Malian Philip for Surgical Southeast. Beautiful header, pouncing on a loose ball there and heading that ball into the back of the net for the 1-0 advantage for the Surgical Southeast. So if you're just joining us on Vibian TV, the team in the lead, Surgical Southeast, wearing the orange and black. Now they're in possession. Malian Philip looking to catch the keeper, Elwin Jean-Louis, off his line. And we know Elwin Jean-Louis, if you know that keeper, the young keeper for Harlem, is always sometimes out of his goal. So the Malian Philip looking to just catch him off. It's a good start to the first half, a good start to the first semi-final of the DFA Nations Cup.
There's a gentle breeze here at the Stock Farm playing field. The rain has left us for a while. The threatening showers. It's a bit overcast now. Good weather for the spectators, one will say, for sure. Because we know that they are at the mercy of the sun here at the Stock Farm playing field. Well, we are continuing here. It's Harlem. High foot there, not given. And it's Jocelyn Prince looking to chase that one down. No, it will be the goalkeeper, Jalwi, winning that foot race. Of course, Aliana sports in full swing in Dominica. We have volleyball on this evening as well. The defending champions, the young vets, they'll be in action at the Canefield Hard Courts. The Dominoes tomorrow. Basketball in Portsmouth as well with the Nanton Insurance Basketball League. So full slate of activities in Dominica. But here's another opportunity for Harlem. And what's going to be the signal? It's going to be a goal kick.
And also, Gavin, not forgetting that there is action, cricket action for the sports division under 20. And also there are volleyball action as well.
Yes.
So, like you said, sports in full swing.
Into the finals of the volleyball competition on Monday. As we have Southeast with it. It's Sydney Lockhart looking to play a through ball there. Finds George. Could this be an opportunity? And George there making a mess of things. And I guess he probably wishes he could have that one back, Alian.
Certainly. Yeah, it's a good opportunity. The pass was perfect. And all Javid George had to do was to find the back of the net. But instead, he found the fence on the back. Well, but, his chances going begging there, Gavin. A number of chances for the Surgical Southeast team, and we've seen that. And here, the ball going to be played across, and that's it will be over the goal. Christophe Gervais looking for the spectacular on the far end.
Well, it was a good idea from Gervais, just not executed properly. The goalkeeper, Dante Challenger, was off his line, and Gervais spotted it, but his execution there was just a little, not probably what he would have liked. But we're here, Alian, as we continue. Like we said, lots of sporting activities going on around the world. We have also Test cricket with the West Indies and Bangladesh. West Indies will need some 280 odd runs tomorrow if they are to win that game. We also have the first Test match with England and India on the way as well. A double century for Joe Root, and that's put England in firm control in that Test match there. They've gone way past 500 batting first. And we also have South Africa and Pakistan as well locked in a test match there. So lots to talk about. And of course, cricket tomorrow, regional cricket, Windward Islands Volcanoes and the Leeward Islands Hurricanes. They will be in action as the regional Super 50 overs tournament gets underway tomorrow. So lots of sporting activities going on as things come back on stream post COVID-19. But here's Harlem again on the far side. Can he get that ball in? And is Jarvis is Odell Laville with it, shaping up for a shot. It's goalkeeper making a little spin of things there, but luckily there was no attacking Harlem player there for the rebound.
Well, at least we see a shot on target now for Harlem United. Odell Laville with that one on target. Dante Challenger have this one well covered. Here's Malian Phillip looking to go long. Finds Jocelyn Prince. Jocelyn will hold this one up. Back to Malian Phillip. And he finds the number 16 there for the Surgical Southeast. Here's Jocelyn Prince. And that ball will go out of touch. And it will be a throw-in for Surgical Southeast.
Okay, so we're just should be nearing the end of the first half here. And it's a half with South. So just about 6 more minutes to go in the first half, and there's a ball played long there. And long clearance there from the goalkeeper. So a half where we seen Southeast with a number of chances on the counter, not able to capitalize on them. Harlem with a few chances themselves to equalize, as here comes a shot there, and that there had no venom behind it, and didn't trouble the goalkeeper, but he made an error with a pass there, comes in and it goes there. I think he got a hand to it, did he? Yes, he got a hand to it, and making amends, Dante Challenger, for that poor through.
And then what a save that was there, because that had goal written all over it there from Christophe Jovier. The keeper making a mess, but the corner kick taken quickly. Here's Donan Jovier looking to beat his man, beat Javid George, and the ball will come back. Idoni Samuel with it. Idoni goes for the effort on goal there, but that will go out of touch. But a good save there from Dante Challenger, that shot from Christophe Jovier.
Yes, Idoni Samuel there trying to, as Dante Challenger is down. I think he may have hurt himself in that first save, the initial save, and he's down, and the referee signaling to the medics to come onto the field.
As you can see him rotating that shoulder, so it seems to be some issue with the shoulder. So we can see the medics there for the afternoon coming out to respond to Dante Challenger, the man in the middle for Surgical Southeast, and coming up with a big save there to keep the score 1-0 in favor of his team. So that was a very good save. The shot there coming in from Christophe Jovier, and I believe when Christophe hit that ball, he maybe he saw goal written all over that, but Dante Challenger with something else coming up with a big save.
Well, Alian, the showers are threatening again at the Stock Farm playing field. Looking to the east, and looks quite ominous, very grey, very dark, and we're hoping that the good Lord will spare us from any heavy downpours here at the stadium, and we can get to continue with the football. I'm not sure if you heard the news of the unfortunate situation involving West Indies cricket this morning in Barbados. We had Ezra Mosley, a former West Indies player, former assistant coach of the West Indies team, passed away this morning in a tragic accident in Barbados. He was a cyclist, and he was struck by a SUV and lost his life this morning. I believe he was about 63 there, so would have played a few test matches for the West Indies. But here's Harlem again on the attack. Odell Laville, and a good clearance there in the end, and the ball sent way back. And Harlem will have to see if they can reset. But pressure there by George, who finds Prince. Prince doesn't have much options, but he looks to find, is it Lockhart, with that looping effort there, and the goalkeeper winning that battle. And here's a coming together. Let's see which way the referee signals. Gives the free kick to Harlem. So good crowd on hand here at the Stock Farm playing field, and good to see everyone with their mask on and socially distancing as much as possible. And we're just greeted, or being greeted, I should say, with a light drizzle and overcast conditions. But it's a free kick for Harlem as we're winding down here in the first half of play. Kasim Pelty pushing the troops up. And here comes the free kick. Ball there into the box there. And met by a Southeast player, was it? It's going to be... Oh, actually, the offside. So the referee there just taking a glance over, noticed that his assistant referee had the flag up for offside. So Southeast putting the ball back into play. And it's with Jocelyn Prince, lovely chest there. And finds Lockhart. Lockhart with a lovely layoff there to Sidney Lockhart. Whips that cross in there. Settles. Looks to take a shot. He's brought down. Referee says nothing doing. And it's going to be Harlem now on the counter. That one looked very close, Alian.
Very, very close. I mean, and Gavin, if you're not a strong referee, the crowd can have you raise your hand. But a very, very close one in the end there. And the referee, Jarvis Delsol, urging the player to get up. But if you're not a strong referee, Gavin, from the shouts of the crowd,
yes,
you could easily blow your whistle.
Yes, but one of my, one of the things I look at to see if the referee, made a good call or anything like that is the reaction of the players after. And we didn't really see much of a reaction after, for the penalty. So,
which is true.
Yeah. But here's a Lockhart again. And, doesn't have much support there, but a bit of miscommunication from the Harlem defenders. It's going to sit nicely for Southeast. Here comes another attempt there. Looking to find Jocelyn Prince. Is met by Kasim Pelty. But only as far as Southeast. Looking to mount some pressure here as we're coming to the end of the first half. And, well, that's the end of the first half. The referee, Travis Del Sol, there blowing the whistle. At the end of 45 minutes, it's Surgical Southeast 1, Promex Harlem United 0. The goal coming from Malian Philip very early in the first half. And your impressions of the first half of play, Alian?
Well, it's a good first half, good start actually by Surgical Southeast. Malian Philip there pouncing on a loose ball early after the start of the whistle to give his team a good lead. And of course, we've seen some chances either side of the field, Gavin. Surgical Southeast with a number of chances. Jocelyn Prince could have had a brace already. The Surgical Southeast could have had 4. And we've seen the Harlem United team, of course, they've made some chances of their own. Odell Laville hitting one. And then we've seen Christophe Javier forcing Dante Challenger into a save, who in the process somewhat injured himself. But a good fight so far, Gavin. Surgical Southeast, I believe, the upper hand.
Yeah, Surgical Southeast definitely will be the happier of the two teams heading into the locker rooms here to Stock Farm. As you quite rightly said, they had their fair share of chances in the first half. They should have put this game to bed already, and they will be hoping that these chances will not come back to haunt them in the second half. We know football can be a very, very funny game. But the position here at Stock Farm, 1-0 in favor of Surgical Southeast. And we're going to take a break, and we'll be back in about 10-15 minutes with the second half action here at Stock Farm. All right, welcome back to the Stock Farm playing field. We're here for the second half action. This DFA's Nations Cup semi-finals. Promex Harlem United and Surgical Southeast. Surgical Southeast with the 1-0 lead. They're 45 minutes away from a spot in the finals. Promex Harlem United, well, they have 45 minutes to get themselves back into action and maybe force some penalty kicks or something. Get something here at the Stock Farm playing field. We're saying good afternoon once again to Alian. Christopher, Alian, everything to play for Harlem in the next 45 minutes.
Of course, it's everything to play for, Gavin. It's like your life now on the line. The Harlem team, they are down 1-0. And like you mentioned, they would try to have to see if they can sneak in a goal to at least send the game into penalty kicks. But let's see what they can come up with.
Free kick there. Only as far as the Southeast players. Harlem gets it back and they're looking to play out for the back. Can Jarvis Humphreys produce some magic? Here comes a cross there. And took a deflection. Is going to be a corner kick for Promex Harlem. So another set piece opportunity for them. They had their fair chances in their set piece opportunities in the first half. They didn't capitalize on them, Alian. They have to do better now in the second half.
Well, the second half, it's all to play for, like we mentioned, and of course they have to do better with the set pieces, and we see they go on to Idoni Samuel, who now crosses it in. Up goes the heads. Well, that's the Lockhart, and now with Emmanuel on the far end, looking to send it back in the middle. Yes, Odell Francis looking to come underneath that one, but the ball with Surgical Southeast and trying to clear it out, but ricochets off one of the Harlem player, and Dante Challenger with an easy job. No, he sets Devon George on the run, but the ball will go out of touch, and it will be a Harlem throw-in.
Well, this is what Harlem has to be very careful of in this second half. They're chasing the game now. They need a goal. It's a knockout competition, so they have